Okay, so this is for your scatter plots. I know some of y'all do not have calculators at home, but once you come back to school, some of y'all already know how to do this. So now you're able to use your stat edit for your line of best fit with scatter plots. When you have multiple points like this, you would take all of your points, remember x comma y. So here's your x and your y. So x and y axis. So you would write your points, and you want to get one close evenly. You can type all of these into your calculator, or you can just type 2, because 2 points create a line. So if you wanted to take, this would be, this point right here would be 0, 180. So if you're finding 2 points on the line, so this is where you could put 0, 180. And then maybe like the last line or the last point or right about in here would probably, line of best fit is what connects the majority of the points. So you're trying to make a line that's going to hit all of these points. So maybe 5, 170. So x, then y. So you could write that right here. 5, 170. And here's how it would go into your calculator. So you could take and do your y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to find your slope. And then pick a point and plug it into point slope. Or you could get both of these at the same time. So you would go to stat, and you go to edit, so you'd hit enter. And we're going to type, this is your x, this is your y. So my x would be 0 and 5. And then over here, you would put the y. Make sure 180 is across from 0. So they're across, oops. I needed to hit enter. 180 is across from 0. And then 170, if I typed that in right, is across from 5. Once you do that, you'd hit stat again and go to calc, because you're wanting to calculate a line of best fit. So LIN, and instead of M, they're using A. So that would be your y equals mx plus b, or ax. So that's your line. So you're going to go down to that and hit enter. And once it's on the main screen, you hit enter again. And there is your slope, because it goes to your x. And there's your y-intercept, which is your b. So you would write y equals your -2. You just plug it in. Plus 180, which is your b, so your slope, or your m, would be -2. So now you have that part that you could fill out on your homework and get extra points. Use the equation to find the approximate weight after 18 weeks. After 18 weeks, you would just plug it in for x. So your 10 weeks, that would be your x. So there's your hint. You can plug it in and tell me what y equals. And you can tell me that part. All right, there's how you do scatter plots. Again, all you do is you take your points, you go to stat, edit, enter however many points you want. You have to have at least 2 points. And then you go stat, calc, and then our line is y equals mx plus b. When we did our x squared for quadratics, it can actually make you a line, or your u shape for quadratics. And when we do exponentials, that's your cube. Okay, but that's just extra stuff. This right here is the big one, y equals mx plus b. You don't have to do all the work. You don't have to do point slope anymore. All you have to do is plug in your 2 points, because you need at least 2 points to make a line. And then hit it, and then enter, and it gives you your A and your B. No work on paper, just a calculator. So it is beneficial to have a calculator, but you'll have those when you come back to school. There you go.